Hello, 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 and welcome back to the basement farm here in Felsbrunn. We have had a busy game day. We have harvested, we have baled, we have harvested again, we've sold, we've bought, a lovely new big grain trailer there. We have weeded this field. As we see, it's now down to 0. We did a contract on a friendly neighbourhood field just over there. We suffered some minor recording issues, one of which was a technical issue. The recording didn't save. The other one was a highly technical issue where I just didn't press record. So we shall move on from all of that situation as fast as we can. Before the sun goes down, I think I will make sure we get some buildings built. So, let's do it. And then they're here ready to use in the morning. We were going to get ourselves a new shelter, so let's do that first because it's the biggest. I've already decided. I know where I wish to put it, and I wish to put it just over here. We can put it on the grassland there, which will keep it nicely off our paved area already. If we push it down this way a bit, we should have room to get past it all over. There we go. So let's build that. We'll rearrange everything in there as we use it tomorrow as well. We've got seeds and fertilizer and all to put in. One of the other things, two things actually, I wanted to do was build a vehicle workshop because we have a number of maintenance tasks on our vehicles to carry out, so they keep working okay, so that they don't break down, and so they stay efficient and all of that stuff. So we should put a workshop over here, and next up is a pressure washer, which will help maintain the effectiveness of our vehicles, keeps the upkeep costs down a lot, and also, well, it makes them look prettier. So we shall put that there. Is that the right way round? Yes, it is. There we go. I have one other thing from the money we've raised from all our various sales. There's a car driving past there. And also, the jobs we've been doing is on this area here. There is size enough for a horse paddock, the new animals that have been added into Farming Simulator 19. I won't bore you with moving all the stuff, we'll just do that in the next bit when we've slept the night, so I will fade cut for that, and I will see you in the game day morning. So, thank you for watching, catch you in a sec, bye! And so, here we are. Off camera, I have moved everything out of the way, so that I can pop the horse paddock here. But before I start messing about too much, this space will be just fine for it. I am going to start this field off. We don't need any lime or anything like that. We're going to start sowing this one. We're going to stick some oats in there. Just because, well, just because really. They're the thing we have least of in stock. So, why the heck not? Oh, I see our crops grown there, just while I've been messing about. How exciting. Canola already growing. So that will need some fertilizer putting on as well. So, we have a plan. It's almost like I know what I'm doing here, isn't it? Okay, let's get this topped up anyway. Select seed, let's make it oat. Don't know if that's oh yes, there we go, filled up with the old fertilizer there, huh? Find a better place to that'll fill the seed up, good. I find a better place to keep all those. Now we have our lovely shed there. So let's get this going. I think you should just about miss that harvester, shouldn't you? Let's go. Oh yes, that should glide nicely past there. So whilst we are messing about, I think we'll pop this on a worker. It's not a time-lapse, or I would just do it. So, there we go. He's turned all the lights on, has he? Well, there we go. That should cultivate those weeds in nicely. Up. You get on with doing that. You can see, if I run alongside the tractor, we definitely need to give this fella a clean. Look at all that. And I think the next thing, now that we've moved on a growth stage here, is to stick some fertiliser over the smaller field, which was in this big red tank. Not the yellow baler, my gosh. Oh, there's nothing attached to it, that's why. Okay. Well, let's get onto that then. Fertilizer? No, we have lime in this one, so let's pop over here. You're not going to let me just unload it in that shed, are you? So let's unload it by the side of the house. If I do it there, that would be silly. I'm just going to get caught. Ah, yes, you see. There we go. Unload. Where did it all go? Oh, there it is, all the way over there. Well, that's a bit crazy. Now, is that some fertilizer as well? Oh well, let's empty that one then. Need to be further forward than that. Okay. Let's get that on. There wasn't much in there at all. Hardly worth doing. May as well stick it all in there, as I'm not sure what's in which big bag, or indeed how much it's going to take. Well, that didn't give us too much, did it? Oh dear. There we go. Now, because this is a smaller field, it doesn't take too long, so we'll do this by hand whilst we ourselves while we keep a notice to what's happening. Yes, it should be quite an interesting day. What I have noticed is that it didn't change the game speed just now. So whilst we've turned that corner, let's get in there, change that game speed back to the more sensible 15 if we're not time-lapsing. Then when we've gone up and down here, we'll check the map. See just if we missed anything, which is very easy to do with these, and we'll see what grooves. What is nice to be able to say at the present time is, whilst it sounds like I have a cold, I finally don't have one. It feels like it has been weeks. Oh, daylight moved on a smidge there. I don't think that is quite hitting the edge of the field, so let's have a little look at the states on the map. There we go. Well, we don't want fruit types. Growth is what we would like. Oh no, it isn't. Soil composition is what we would like. Well, we missed. Oh, there are bits of lime. It does need a shade, I think. Yes, just a shade of fertilizer up that left-hand side. So we may as well do that for completeness. And then we can get on with getting our horses involved. How lovely. Actually, some of this may spray over the other field, but it doesn't really matter too much. Well, we did have enough anyway to stick around over this field. The longer term plan for this game is that I think we should try and expand the old farm a bit. We'll need a couple more fields. A third would certainly be nice, possibly a fourth if we can find anywhere that would sustain that, purely in terms of keeping one of them fallow maybe, or at least getting a root crop in there. So I think what I will do is go and empty this. For now we'll put these over here. What I did notice when you empty it is you can't empty them into an existing bag, it just refills a new bag, which is a little bit tiresome, but easily fixable when you could just refill and empty again. So let's enjoy our new pressure washer. Now I think this gets a bit noisy if I remember. Oh, it's not too bad, they fixed that. And give our tractor a quickie old clean there, so well, that's a hold down these days, is it? Looking better already. Let's come over here around the front. Lovely. What's going on at the very front? It's almost an unfeasibly long hose on this this piece of kit. But anyway, there's much going on with this. I don't think these get particularly dirty, but give it a spray anyway, why not? What's going on round the back? Nothing at all, but hey. It's only cosmetic. We should be able to see the difference there. Okay, there you go. As soon as we get in, we should have a lovely clean bonnet. Look at that. Okay, well let's leave that there. I will probably give that a service at some point, but for now, let's get our horse paddock involved. Opens. There is our paddock, and that should fit nicely in that space just there. Now I'm going to turn it round a little bit, just so I can get at all the areas we need to. Oh, that's the dead side like that, is it? And then move it just to there, as that. There we go, it's up the price a bit because we need to do some work on the land, but that, I think, should do us. So, there we go. Let's go and have a walk around that, where our horses, I am sure, will be very, very happy. Okie dokie. So yes, whilst I have a walk around, I'll get some horses delivered very shortly. There we go. So there's lots of grass for them to eat. There's an area for food, there's an area for water, and then they get delivered. But the lovely thing with horses in this game is you can ride them. Now, can I do this remotely? I cannot. So, let's take a quick trip over to the animal dealer, who is not far away. I think I will probably... What will I do? I could jump cut. Oh, I need a bucket. That's the other thing I need. Is a bucket to hold all the feed for when I'm trying to load and clean. So, I think we'll pop to the shop, grab a bucket on the way, and see if they can... I remember in 17... Come on, you fall over. Thank you. In 17, they would deliver the animals for you for a small cost, so let's hope do that again. Come on, we all know you're in there to connect. Why will you not bother? Oh, there it was. Where is it? Haha! Oh, hello. That's not what anybody needed to happen. Right, so let's get you put gently away in our shed. This will test my reversing skills if nothing does. I have got not too bad at that in the relatively recent present. There it is. Oh, look. That is almost like I know what I'm up to, isn't it? Okay, well, let's pop you there. No. That's much better. We'll put the implement just here. I need to stack all those pallets at some point, but you don't need to see me doing that. That's just flat out embarrassing when it comes to it. So, let's take a trip over to the animal dealer at the... Yup, now where is the animal dealer? He is over at the barn, the opposite way to the shop, but let's go that way first, and then we can come back and take care of the guys. And of course, we will need to get some sort of water bowser to make sure they are watered. Then we'll probably have something of a quick ride, as the horses in this game are rideable. Isn't that embarrassingly exciting? The more you ride them, the fitter they get, which means you can then sell them for more money than if you bought them. So they're not just to look pretty. And here we are. The animal guys are just... well, they were here. I've lost the trigger point now. Oh yes, there's shop trigger points here at the front. I ran right past it. Oh, and it's straight into horses. That must be the only... because that's the only thing I have. Yes, they will deliver, which is nice. They are roughly 5,000 a piece. Maybe we could get two that... Ooh, I did like that bay. Let's get a bay. And we will call her Beyonce. Should we get a second? Yes, let's get them a friend. Let's get them a lovely grey friend. There you go. We've even got some names. So we've got Bay and Grey. They'll deliver them into the yard for us for £600. Why not? I think that's cheaper than hiring an animal transport. So, I think the first thing we should do is dash over to the shop, get our bucket, get our water bowser, and top up the horses. And then we will think of something else to do. That is probably going to involve some sort of fade cut. Yes, wage payments for our friend selling the oats. So, I've forgotten how, just quite how skittish these tractors were. With my big fat guitar playing thumbs, we can beat that fella. There we go. Comfortably. Not even in the mirrors, look. Whoopsie. And there you go. We're nearly at the shop. So, yes. We need a bucket for the front loader and a water tank. I'm just reminding myself for when I get there. The water tank is not too embarrassingly expensive. If it is, I may just hire it. There was a lovely mod in 17. It was a small tanker, which was all you really needed. There wasn't too expensive. We'll beat you as well. That wasn't too expensive, but that has not yet made its way through to 19. Not that I've found, anyway. It may well be there in the mod hub, of course, for PC users, but on the PlayStation things take a little bit longer to come. There we go, a universal bucket, I'm sure, is all we really need. I could change the colour. I don't know why you would do that. £1,000 for the bucket. And I wonder where on earth. I'll be under miscellaneous, maybe? That's the water tank. Oh, it's only 8.5. Ooh, they look fun. I think I shall play with those one day. For now. There we go. I think I will purchase, because whilst it's another expense, it's going to be one of those things that you'd need so much to pop back and forward. Now, what I am fairly hopeful is that I can just reverse that into the hedge that's on the way. Let's get this out of everybody's way, our new bucket. You used to be able to fill a front loader bucket direct from your silo, so that I can give the horses some oats, which I think is probably the way to go. So let's fill this, then go and see our horsey friends. What I haven't found in my exploring this map is an actual water fill station. I'm sure there will be one. So for now, we're just going to be a little bit cheeky and grab some from this small lake here. It's a bit of a steep run down to it, but nothing we can't handle. As long as we miss that rock, which we just about did. And if I can reverse this into the... There we go, drop it down, drop it down, drop it down. Whoa, 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 do not drive too deeply into the water. Advice for us all there, I feel. Let's get that selected and see if I can fill it from there. It does not appear I can. Well, that could have gone better. Maybe I'm not deep enough for it. Not there. Oh well. For now, anyway, let's go see our horses, and I will do some off-camera investigation as to where I can put some water in my water tanker. Although, of course, it may turn out to be just a fuel tanker, which will be fairly embarrassing, and I'll probably redo this video just to save my blushes. But in any case, we had better give the horses some food. For now, I'm just going to drop you there whilst I research things later. So we'll pop round here. I'm not yet sure which of the troughs is for their feed and which is for their water, but we'll find that before we know it. There we go. Start filling that with some oats. Let's fill it up as much as we can. It would be very helpful if this was their this was their feed. Oh, it is, look. How delightful. Let's have a jump out and go say hello. Hello. Hello, Grey, and hello, Bay. We can see, I believe, stats of their health. Oh, they've even got names. How exciting. So they need some straw and some hay. There we go. So I shall pop over to the barn again later. We'll get some... they need loads more food than they have. Fantastic. And, as we see, a horse's value is determined by its fitness and its health. They should be ridden every day. They require straw for bedding, water and food to stay healthy, brushed and cleaned. For now, let's have a little ride of our horse, Faith. I thought you couldn't get a horse to walk backwards. That must be a game mechanic. Ah, right. Well, I shall go for a little canter. Let's have a hop over here, shall we? Hup. There we go. Oh, good clearance. There we go. Ah, quick gallop as we investigate our friend there, doing our sewing for us. Howdy. I'll just have a little ride around the field, just to show what we can do. Well, who knew I could ride a horse? And I shall have to investigate how on earth we're supposed to brush them. So, okay, well, we'll fade out for now, and we'll fade back in when I know what on earth I'm supposed to be doing in terms of getting some water. And that field needs weeding already, does it? Oh! Let's just slow that down a bit there. It was all getting a bit hard to control, wasn't it? Yes, there we go. So, fade out, and catch you in a bit. Ready for the jump before we do. Woohoo! There we go.